want to feel your hair right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall repeat over and over again. Well, I'm barely breathing and breathing to that ground, but each and every time we all stand up, stop like to yourself and be true to yourself, and that might be we forget exist destiny. So let's tell me now, you must feel alone, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall repeat over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to see you here right now. You are the place, my only home. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day whisper like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the souls that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to do tomorrow. The heart that can let it be, you give me strength and give me faith. To dark the darkness, let's find reality love. Sparks just like Hibana. Come, light up like Hibana.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes, you meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress and put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye'm, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye'm! Liberator Deadeye'm! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadheim said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Dahnans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, But at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey,
Yeah!
good.
All right!
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could.
Oh yeah? Right.
Hey! Yeah!
Did we really just spend that much money?
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Dragon Shell!
Fred! Raging Cascade! Lunar Eruption! Raging Cascade! These ones can run rings around us! In here! Let the marksman handle!
Double Demon!
Burn!
The water's blah.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust! Do it! Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Got it!
Well done!
Lunar
Dance in the wind!
Perfect
Air
Dragon
thrust!
Swarm! I'm on it!
Lightning condense! Thunder
Hurricane! Sharpwood Slash!
Raging Cascade!
Dark wind.
Fred! Lunar Eruption!
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
airborne scoundrels!
Like a job for yours truly.
Prepare to be seized, O fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
In a bind?
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! One last one! Water, hear my raging storm! Here's the new! Here's the evil! Blaze Lancer! Take that! Raging storm! Here's the...
It's time!
Eat this! Here's the next storm! Ice tornado!
That's quite a talent.
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad knows this, huh?
Go get it! By the power of this world! Here goes! Razor here! I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray! These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Thunder blade! Searing the flame! Reload! Take that! Grounded steel! Lord, what? What's up? Perfect knuckle! That took more energy than I expected. Forgive you! Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! You don't mind if I do! One more! It's a duel of the arts! More where that came from! Stand in the wind!
You've got
The
fire!
tide of ice got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Lunar blast!
First strike!
Bullseye! Raging storm! Take that! Razor cyclone! Here's the evil! Freeze Lancer! Go get him! This one's
Not
mine!
today!
I'll use it! Take that! Do it, Johaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
Should be easy.
In here!
Here I go.
Blah, 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 magic! By the power of blah, blah, blah. Divine behavior! I'm not so good with airborne targets. I'll heal you all! When did I get so popular?
Blind freak! Why can't they just sit
The
still?
enemy wields our
Sion, can you take care of them?
See about no sooner said than done. Don't mind if I do. Raging Cascade! Freeze Lancer! Now it's the here I go! One more! Air thrust! Lunar Corruption! Lunar blast! Here's another! Here's another! Lunar Corruption! Johaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Looks like we won.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
sounded like this should be easy.
Dance in the wind! In here! Glacial
Oh,
spear.
magic is in! Sleep now.
Bait to them.
In a bind?
A whirling struggle.
You picked the wrong
Winds of
fight.
heaven! This one's mine! Raging flame!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Radiant spear! Dance in the wind! Lunar parade! Back into the fray! I'm on a roll now! Mega ray! Ready!
Armor won't
Dance
save
in
you!
the wind! Air thrust!
We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Dance in the wind!
Burn in hell!
Air thrust! Raging law! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang! Easy!
Way to go!
Corruption!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Power of water! Mega ray! Razor cyclone! Tunnel! Lunar corruption! One last one! Gemini knuckle! Here goes!
Demon Fang!
Bullseye! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I think I'm getting stronger.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
This'll be a delicious piece of cake. Feel. Sleep now. It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Take this!
Dance in the wind. Feel. Sleep now. All disasters
Not
made
today.
one. Come forth and heal its purity. Maelstrom.
Healing circle!
What is
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more!
I can feel my power growing!
This'll be a delicious piece of cake. Sleep
Water!
now.
Here one blah blah blah, that's bread!
Sleep now.
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Now you see what I can
The
do!
waters of
These
creation.
fists have got
Easy
your
and
name
snaring
on
to
them!
me.
Yeah! Can't get out of bubbling to me!
You're mine!
The picture of
Talon storm! Ha! One more! I'm on! Lightning condemned! Thunder!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! What's this?
You're on!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Strike!
Here I come!
Do it!
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Ooh, Maybe something's going on in the forest. Hootle?
Dispose of the trash.
Burning
Laser field. Here's evil.
Raising cascade!
Take this. Hear my
Magic
call.
is out!
Laser field.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Raising cascade!
Lock.
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Nicely done.
Whoa! I think Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
Like this should be easy.
In here!
Here I come!
Sleep now!
Devastation!
Smash you! I'm only getting started. Magic is out! Divine Savior!
We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Dance in
All
the
yours!
Seal! This'll come in handy. Let's get you
In a bind?
Hear my call! Maelstrom! Raising cascade! Spread!
Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
This could be useful.
Go no further!
None shall the marksman handle this.
They're surrounding us!
This one's mine.
This one's mine!
A wine freak.
Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Raising cascade! Spread!
Do it!
Sion, astral energy!
Full throttle! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Lightning condemned!
It's time!
Blah 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 magic! Holy Lance! I'm on a roll!
So those are
Sleep
Dan
now.
and Astral Arts.
Huh. Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward...
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Out of our way! Dance in the wind! In here! Feel! I'll be safe! Their hide is thick as armor!
Now you see what I can do! Come and face me!
Its armor's too strong.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! Supernova! Raging Crimson! Water!
That freaking does it!
Razor Cyclone! Gemini Ultra!
First strike!
Here I come! Healing Circle!
What a relief! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning condemned!
Leave the chargers to me!
Here's a healing art! Sleep now! This will come in handy! We're thinning them out!
More like me.
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slightly. Do it, Alton! Astral energy!
Say no more.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
There's something in the water.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. There we go. I'll let you go this time. There's a nice breeze here. All right. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? That unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Xion can use theirs?
That may be because Xion has embedded the Fire Master core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
This flavor, why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh, I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Xion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. We should really get some rest. Another day, another Gald. I think it's safe to rest here now. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight. I have a bad feeling about this.
Raging Cascade! Here! Sleep now! Lunar Corruption! Blah, 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 magic! In here! Instant! Look!
Take this!
The water! Blah, 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 magic! Tidal wave!
I'll smash you! Now I'm in the groove!
Go get him!
Prepare to be seized, though, fleet of foot. Actually, found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. I got it! Glacial Steel! Here's evil!
That's quite a talent.
Your father once made the same remark.
Believe in my dad, huh? Just getting started!
Glacial Steel! Raging Storm! Evil!
Laser
Shield!
Pierce through!
Corruption!
It's time!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrustin!
Azure Storm!
Retreat! Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Out of our way!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Raging Cascade! Water! Hear my call!
Smash you!
Hear me! Burn! Astral energy! Full throttle! Radiant punch! Yes! Go get him!
Swallow dance! I'm just getting started!
Ice prison! Here goes! Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! Hit! Go get him! Back in my doing! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
The heavens must be smiling.
I'm not afraid. I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Take this!
Sonic drop! Ice Blazer! He's dead! Go get him! Hurricane! Raging Storm!
We got fire!
I'm stuck! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Here I go! Raging Cascade!
Dragon Form!
Here goes!
I'm on it!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Do it! Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I can feel my precision improving.
Little help.
I'm on! Blast the
Bullseye! Burning! Hear my call!
Attack time! Blast the star! Savage Roar! Mirage! Dragon Form! Swallow dance!
Here goes!
Rising Wyvern! Savage
Bullseye!
Roar!
Lightning to death! Here's evil!
Hurricane! Orochi's Fury!
ready for the next battle.
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now.
Great. I'll let you cook then.
Wait, what?
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for your... That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Hit! Take that! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon! I'm on a roll now! We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Raw's on! Now I'm in the groove!
Go get him! Raging Cascade!
I'm on it! You're done!
I'm on a roll!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry, I'll help you keep a wide berth.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Here's your help! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I'm on Sonic Hurricane!
I've still got a ways to go.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
No sooner said than done!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Annihilation! Hear me!
Here I come! Swordling Alpha!
Blah, 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 bang! Reload!
Wind!
Freeze, Lancer!
Devastation!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Take this!
Into the shadows!
All good things
Demon
come to an end!
One last dance in the wind! Air thrust!
certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest. Hootle? Go no further! Raging Cascade! Lightning! Sleep now! Purge Malevolence! Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! The waters of magic is there! Tidal Wave! Healing Circle!
Burn in hell!
Lightning Condemned! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! Seal! This'll come in handy! Here's a healing Divine Savior!
We're shooting too high.
Lunar Corruption! Power of Water! Raging Cascade! Sealed! I'll be saving this one! Magic is out! Freeze
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Tectonic punch! No further!
Raging Cascade! Sealed! Hold together! Just a little longer!
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together! We need to inform! The waters of magic is out! Tidal Wave!
Burn! Here we go again.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Leave the chargers to me!
Cover the pasture! Here, let me help!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Raging eruption! Spread!
Take this!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! I'll bring you back from depths of this. Where are you going? One last one!
This one's mine!
Whoa, hey! One at a time! Bring you back from depths of Raging Storm! Here goes! Here's another! Ice Prison! Here's a healing arc! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
One more!
Azure Storm!
Will this help? Close one! Healing Circle!
Thanks.
Into the shadows!
Stay away from my threat! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc! Raging Cascade! I'll end this with my own hands! Spread! Raging Cascade!
Feeling so great.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Do it! Kitara, frozen!
Hammer!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Hey, didn't we find a recipe that...
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Forgive you!
Lightning contest! In here!
Holy
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Lunar Blast! Hurricane! Eagle Fly! I'll heal you all!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I think.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike!
Here's another Radiant Here! Radiant Storm! Corruption! Lunar Blast! I'm all stuffed up! Ice Prison! Talon Hurricane! Dance in the wind! Lunar Blast! Gotcha! Eat this! Here goes! Hurricane! Banana! Let's go! Here's a healing art! In here! First aid! Hurricane! Feel! Flames! Hear me! Flame of Ignite! Burning sun! Water! Hear my call! Picture of hell! Red! Cold! Dance in the wind!
Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Azure Storm!
Lunar corruption!
Double Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art!
Demon Fang! Double Demon
Raging
Fang!
Cascade! Seal! Let's get your ass away!
I don't feel so well.
Seal!
Really? You still look plenty running. Thank you. I can still put up a fight.
I never fit! Thunderblade! I can do this all day! Here, let me help.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that! Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Sleep now.
This will come in handy! Seal! Here's a healing art!
Anything in armor is all
Demon Fang!
The waters of magic is them!
Double Demon Fang!
Tidal Wave! Here's the evil! Flooding your dream! Here's the Let's go! One at a time!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Raging Cascade!
Finish it!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
Little help! Healing art! First aid! Hear me! Flame of here! Burning! Water! Hear my magic is there!
Not today!
I'm only getting started! By the power of wind! Take that!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray! Tempest Swirl! Put the mark!
Here I come!
Go down! None shall escape!
Lightning
I'm
Storm!
prison!
Rising Wyvern!
Ray! Lightning condemned! Here's a healing art! Thunderblade!
You're mine!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Raging Cascade!
Armor won't save you!
One more! Burning! Raging Storm! Hear my call!
Finish
Roll
it!
flight! Hit!
Thank goodness we won.
Hi, Hoodle! Dance in the wind!
I won't give in!
Sleep now! More for the south pile!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Thank you.
Right.
Here's a healing art!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Talon Storm! Blah, blah, blah! Magic! Seal! Burning! Laser Steel!
Take
Here's the
this!
evil!
Hurricane Thrust! Not today!
All disasters made wiser!
Damn!
Here's the healing art! Nail strike!
Wow, I'm impressed.
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Far enough! Dance in the wind! In here!
Rising Wyvern!
Sleep now! Here goes! Radiant storm! Swarm reflection! Ice prism!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Armor won't save
Ready
you!
to go!
Here, let me help. First aid!
Do they not teach you to say thank you, Indiana?
Not to a Renin, they don't.
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
Seal! I'll be saving this one! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lightning conduction! Thunder blast! See what I can handle?
Not today!
Annihilation! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Here I come! Azure Storm!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Where are you going?
Finish it!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
The Vermilion vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct, if somber, ambiance.
Seems like there's lots of fruit and plants that we can eat.
I also can't help but notice the ceaseless howling of the wind.
It should be easy to dry our laundry out here.
I can't tell if these two are actually having a conversation or what.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
I do believe it's about time that I retire. Shall we get moving?